Watch the whole ads or simply click at them to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos coming from this channel. And if video is playing too fast, you can adjust it by clicking at the setting and choose the speed. And you can choose the speed for the slower or faster. And if you click at the 0.25, you can see that videos is playing a lot more slower. And please study the abbreviation carefully before you proceed to the tutorial.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And I know I've been disappeared for more than a month again. My study life has been really busy, and when I come back to the room, it's already dark, so I cannot record any videos. So I just bought a lamp. So as you can see, there's a lamp over here. So the light will be pretty sharp because it's the direct light from the lamp. And yeah, let's get started. And today we're gonna do some snowman because I know I missed the Halloween's already. So let's prepare for some Christmas theme. So first thing first, for the snowman, we're gonna start with 6 single crochet into the circle as usual. You can do magic ring if you want. I'm gonna start with 2 chains. So first chain, second chains, and 6 single crochet into the first chain. You can do magic ring or any other method that you end up the first round with 6 single crochet in a circle shape. Any method, it doesn't matter. So 4, 5 single crochet, 6 single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6. And when you got 6 single crochet like this, you may pull the tail a little bit so there's no hole in the middle. I do slip stitch to the first chain that I here. This is the first chain that we do. So we do slip stitch here and 1 chain to start the second round. For the second round, I'm gonna do increase, which is mean we're gonna do 2 single crochet into the same stitch for increase for each of the stitch that we done. So it's gonna be 6 increase. So the first increase is gonna be the same place where we do slip stitch, which is here. So I'm gonna do 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So this is count as 1 increase. So the second increase to the next stitch, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and we move on. So this is the third increase, the fourth increase, 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and this is the fifth, and the sixth increase. So if you count the stitch in this round, you're gonna end up with 12 stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So if you count back from the loop, if you have a problems or a hard time to identify the first stitch that you done of the round, you know, the place where you're supposed to do slip stitch, you can count back from here, from what you done. So count back for 12 from here and you end up here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we're supposed to slip stitch here. Oops. And okay, we're supposed to slip stitch here to close the round, and 1 single crochet to start the round. And next round is gonna be 1 single crochet, of course, into the same stitch that we do slip stitch earlier. So 1 single crochet and then increase. The next stitch is increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and 2 single crochet into the next stitch, and repeat this until we back to the start again. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then increase, which is 2 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and then increase 1 and 2 into the same stitch, 1 single crochet and increase, and 1 single crochet and increase. And slip stitch here. And then 1 chain to start the round. Next round is gonna be 2 single crochet and then increase. So the first single crochet is gonna be in the same place that we do slip stitch as always. So 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet into the next stitch. So we do 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitch, and then we do increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And so we do 1 and 2 and increase, and repeat it for 6 times. And 1 and 2 and then increase. Increase here. And be careful when you got some tangle yarn like this. This can turn into some annoying things if you cannot untie it. So slowly, take time. Okay. And what do we left? Yes, increase. 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And next is gonna be 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch here. And okay, let me pause the video for a little bit to, okay, I'm finished. Untie the yarn and let's continue. Where do we left? Okay, so 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet, and then increase, 2 single crochet into the same stitch here, and single crochet into the next 2 stitch, 1 and 2, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch here. And then we do slip stitch here at the first stitch of the round, slip stitch and 1 chain. When you do slip stitch to close the round, make sure you do it tightly. If you don't slip stitch tight enough, here this process, so slip stitch here, make sure that the slip stitch is tight. If it's not tight, you may end up with some visible line here at the end of the round, and it turns into a seam, which doesn't look good. Okay, 1 chain to start the round. For the next round, we're gonna do 1 single crochet into each stitch. So just 1 single crochet into every stitch. So this is 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So you should have 24 stitch in this round, and by counting the stitch, it makes sure that you don't skip or maybe accidentally increase the stitch of the round and make the doll look like proportionally. So it's not, it's look like it should look like. I didn't speak in front of the camera for so long. Okay, and for the next 3 rounds, we're gonna do the same thing, which is 1 single crochet into each stitch, 24 times per round. And I will see you again after we finish that. Okay, now we finish round 8 and it should look something like this. And for round 9, we're gonna start decreasing. So we're gonna start to close this piece of work. So first thing first, we're gonna do single crochet into the next 2 stitch, and then we're gonna do decrease, which is SC 2 together, single crochet 2 together. So first we do 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet, and then we do single crochet 2 together. So hook this and then you hook it through. This is single crochet 2 together, or as somebody call it, decrease. So we do 2 single crochet and then 2 single crochet 2 together and 2 together, and repeat this for 6 times. So we already done 2 of them, and we're gonna do another 4 times of this. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then single crochet 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. And as a way, close the round by slip stitch here, slip stitch, and then 1 chain to start the next round. And for the next round, we're gonna do 1 single crochet and then single crochet 2 together. So single crochet and make it 2 together. 1 single crochet and single crochet 2 together. And when you do 2 together, make sure that this 3 is equally. No one is like longer than another one. If sometimes for the beginners, the decreased stitch, the 2 single crochet 2 together, this one sometimes can cause a big hole happening because you didn't do it tight enough, or some of the yarn is loose and it's make quite a big hole on your work. So you have to be careful with that. And 1 single crochet and then single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet and single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet and single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet and single crochet 2 together. And before we slip stitch to close the round here, I'm gonna stuff the fibers in so it can be stuffed easier if we stuff it now. And make sure you spread the fibers equally inside. Sometimes if the fiber got clumped together into one side, it will make your door, like, how to say that? It's not in the sphere shape. It's not gonna be like look like a circle, but it maybe look something like this, you know, when the fiber is clumped at one side instead of equally separate inside the piece of work. So make sure you squeeze it around and stuff it tight and be generous with the fibers. The key is be generous with the fibers. So stuff it as just tight and you feel that you cannot stuff anymore. It always turns good. It's always turning out quite good for me. Okay, you got all circle and every side look equally. And we're back to the crochet part. And slip stitch to cross the round here. Slip stitch, 1 chain, and in this round we're gonna do single crochet 2 together all the way around. So I think it's gonna be 6 times. Yeah, 6 single crochet 2 together for 6 times. So first single crochet 2 together, and the second single crochet 2 together, the third single crochet 2 together, and fourth single crochet 2 together, 5 single crochet 2 together, and last one, 6 single crochet 2 together. And here, if you still feel like you have more space, you can stuff fiber more here. You can stuff more. I'm gonna leave it here. And we close the round by slip stitch at the first stitch that we do for this round. So slip stitch to close the round. And now we finish with snowman's head, the head of the snowman. So we cut the yarn and fasten off. So leave some length of yarn. We're gonna use this length of yarn for sewing. the head and the body together. So cut the yarn and fasten off here, and it will secure tightly. And now we got the snowman head. Set it aside, and next we're gonna do his body. So the body is start the same way that we do the head. If you miss anywhere, you can skip back to the head part. So yeah, we're gonna start the same way. So we're gonna start with 6 single crochet into circle. And as I said before, if you prefer magic ring, yes, feel free to do that. I'm doing two chains and then 6 single crochet into the first chains. This is 3, and the next one is 4, 5, 6. Since it's gonna be exactly the same for the third round, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna be a little bit faster for this first couple of rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch. Hold it tight so we don't have any open hole here. Slip stitch to start the second round. And next round is gonna be increase 2 single crochet into the same stitch for 6 times, and we're gonna end up with 12 stitch for second round. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and 1 single crochet and the 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And next stitch 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 2 into the same stitch, and you will end up with 12 stitch on this round. And yes, as always, slip stitch at the first stitch to close the round, and start with 1 chain. And next round we're gonna do 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch or increase. So we do 1 single crochet and then increase, 1 single crochet and then increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And we just repeating this until we meet the starting point again. So 1 and then 2 and 1 into the next stitch, and then 2 into the next stitch, and now you are back to the starting point. If you're confused, if you cannot identify this, there's 2 options for you. First is to counting back the stitch, and second one is to use a stitch marker. If you don't want to buy a stitch marker, you can use a safety pin to do it. So just grab one of your safety pin, and when you start the round, you put it in and close it. Now you know where is your starting point, and you can just working. And when you reach this point like this, you just take it off and slip stitch. And next round we do 1 chain and 2 single crochet. No, 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitch, and then we do increase. So we do 1 and 2. So if you have a problem identifying the first stitch of the round, use the safety pin or stitch marker to mark the point, clip it in, and just crochet normally. So next is gonna be increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch. And now we do 1 to the next stitch and another 1 to the next stitch, and then we do 2 into the next stitch, which is increase. And we repeat this 1 and 2 and increase, 1, 2 into the same stitch, 1 and 2, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch or increase, 1 and 2 and increase, and 1 and 2 and then increase. And now we're back to the starting point again. And if you have a stitch marker or safety pin, you know this is the place where we're gonna do a slip stitch. And I'm gonna remove it now because I don't like it. It getting in the way when I do it. So if you're beginners and have trouble identifying where is the first stitch, where is the place that you should do slip stitch, use the safety pin to help you. And slip stitch here, 1 2 3 4. For this 4 round, it's exactly the same as the head part. So if I do something too fast, you can go back and see how things go in a slower motion. Or you can use a setting on the lower of on the PC. You can click on the setting and choose the play speed and choose it 0.25 or 0.5 for slower. And next round, we still gonna do some increase in the next round. So for the next round, 1 chain and single crochet into the next 3 stitch. So 1 2 3 and then increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same stitch here. So 1 and 2 into the same stitch. So we do 1 to the next, another 1 to the next, and another 1 to the next, and then we do 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and repeating this. And 1 2 3 and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and 2 into the same stitch, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and 2 single crochet into the same stitch, 1 2 3 and 2 into the same stitch, and slip stitch to close the round, 1 chain to start the round. Now I'm thinking, should I make the body bigger than this, or should I end up with this? Okay, I'm gonna do a mini version, so he's not gonna be very big or so. So okay, if you want to make him bigger, I think you can see a trend here. So it's so we start with 6 single crochet and then we increase 1 single crochet per each round, right? Now we do increase 1 and then increase 2 and then increase 3 and then increase. You can continue to 4 5 6 7 as big as you want. I'm gonna stop here. If you want his body or his head to be bigger, just go as far as you want. And once you get to the side that you want, we do 1 single crochet into each stitch for a couple of rounds when you get the shape of half of the semi-sphere. That's when the increasing start. Okay, so for the next round, 1 2 3 4 5, the 6th round, we're gonna do 1 single crochet into each stitch in this round. I think it should be 30. I'm not sure. Let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So if you follow my pattern, my tutorial exactly, we should end up this round with 30 stitch. And we're gonna repeating this 1 single crochet into each stitch for in total of 30 for a couple of more rounds, I think, until we reach this height, and you can see the round number here. But now I don't know, so I'm gonna see you again. Okay, we finished round 11, and next is round 12. In round 12, we're gonna start decrease. So we're gonna do, we stop at 3 single crochet and then increase here. So we're gonna do 3 single crochet and then decrease. So we're gonna do 3 single crochet into the next 3 stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and then decrease or single crochet 2 together. So we do single crochet, 2 together to decrease the work. And then we repeat all of this until we finish the round. So we do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. 2 and together. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and then single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, oops, 3 and then 2 together. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. And we close the round by slip stitch, slip stitch, yes, and then 1 chain. And next round we're gonna do single crochet into the next 2 stitch. So we do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then single crochet 2 together, or somebody call it decrease. It's the same. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together, 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then single crochet 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. One single crochet, 2 single crochet, and single crochet 2 together. One single crochet, no, one chain to start the round, and then we do 1 single crochet and single crochet 2 together. So we do 2 together and repeat. So 1 single crochet and then 2 together, 1 single crochet and 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 the last single crochet 2 together. And yes, before we slip stitch to close the round, stuff this with polyester fibers. Okay, next we're gonna slip stitch to close the round here at the first stitch of the chain. At the first stitch, slip stitch and 1 chain. And for this round we're gonna do single crochet 2 together all the way around. So two together, two together, two together, all the way around. To close this, one and two together, two together. And two together. And then slip stitch at the first stitch of the round, and be careful is you don't okay, slip stitch, and we will end up with a little hole like this, which doesn't matter to us because we're gonna sew head and body together. So now we don't see this hole anymore. But if you decide to put this to the bottom here, you may be sewing them to close it, to close this hole. But why do that? Why doing complicating? When we can do something easier. So we cut the yarn. We don't have to leave the yarn here because we already have this for sewing. So slip stitch and stuff this inside the body part. And now we're gonna sewing head and body together, and this hole should be in the same place. So it should look something like this after we finish sewing. You may have to leave the yarn a little bit longer than this. I think this is a little bit too short. We may end up don't have enough for sewing. Let's see if I can do it with this very short. So to secure the yarn, you can simply just run your yarn in and out in a different way. And run it through the body part and get it out to like very bottom of the body, and cut it. This is going to be quite secure for the yarn, and you don't have to tie any knot. But if you feel insecure about this, you can tie the knot somewhere to make it even more tighter and secure. I usually left it like this, and when I throw this into a washing machine, it's still attached together. Never have problems falling apart. If you ever buy an amigurumi dolls or a crochet dolls, and when the time pass by, the past is falling. Most of the time is because they use glue to attach the piece together instead of sewing like this. So if you decide to use the glue, you have to keep that in mind, that when the time passed is gonna fall apart. But if you're sewing this like this, I have one of them in my house back in Thailand, where it's like 10 years old, and I watched them so many times. It's still attached together and nothing fall apart. They may be flattened a little bit because, for a long time fibers start to clump together, and that is the reason why you should stop this very tight here. This is like all I can push it in. And now we got a snowman bodies. What are we gonna do next? Okay, let's give him an eye. Okay, quite. What is this ink coming from? What is this ink coming from? Wait. Okay, I am on the lazy side today, so I'm gonna use this plastic eye. This is 10 millimeters plastic eye. And you can just use black yarn or black thread to embroider the eyes. But like I say, I'm on the lazy side today. And if you decide to use the plastic eye like this, it's better to leave a longer yarn. And instead of secure the yarn after you finish sewing the head in, you use that leftover yarn to sew this plastic eye into the door. This is the smallest size that I have, so he gonna end up with very big eyes. If you have a smaller one, feel free to use it, or you can use if you have like a button. Is that a button? Yeah, the one with the 4 holes inside. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Button? Yeah, I think it's a button. So first we adjust where we should put the eye in. You know, you can put it close together or very far apart. Depends on your like. I think around here is cute. Yes, around here is very cute. Here and over there. I'm gonna use a safety pin to mark the spot when I come back to that eyes again. And also this eye too. Okay. So when you're tying a knot, look like this and roll, pull it, and you can make the knot. If the knot is not big enough, you can just repeating this for this is just 2 times, and we end up with a very big knot. And find somewhere to make the way in, and the knot should stuck somewhere around here, and that hole. And sewing around the nape to secure the eyes. Okay, he can stand properly if you push the bottom part a little bit flat, so he can stand. So you can use him as a decoration. And next, I'm gonna make him a little hat and a little scarf. So because it's gonna be Christmas, so I'm gonna use red and green. Let's see how it turned out. Oh, before we make him a hat and glove, a scarf and hat, okay, whatever. I forgot to make him a nose, so I'm gonna use orange yarn and crochet a nose for him. So first I'm gonna start with 2 chain, and yes, you can do magic ring. 2 chain, and then 4 single crochet into the first chain, or magic ring with 4 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I'm gonna show this side out instead of this side, so I'm gonna show the wrong side out because it's really hard to flip this through. Yeah, it can. And I'm gonna work in spiral instead of working in round like I do with his body and head. So I'm not gonna slip stitch, I'm gonna continue doing single crochet into each stitch. So this is the first one, and 2 and 3 and then 4. It's gonna be very hard to see because it's clumped together inside. And you just continue this until you have the length that you like. So I will assume that this is a carrot that we put into a snowman head to make it look like a nose. So 3 and 4. So in total of 3 round. I think this should be enough. So I'm gonna put it here. Maybe too much. Okay, I think it's too much, so I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere here. Okay, this is a perfect size. So just 2 round, and or any length that you prefer. You don't have to follow exactly. You know, if you want it to be longer, you can just continue and make it longer. I'm gonna stop with this and leave some length of yarn for sewing. Cut the yarn and slip stitch. No, slip stitch. Fasten off, and use the hook to hook this yarn into the inside. Just hook it inside, and yes. Okay. And there's this frame. And now we're gonna sewing this into his nose, his little orange nose. The nose is finished. Okay. Next is gonna be his hat. So for the hat, first we're gonna start with 4 single crochet into circle, like the same way we start the nose, but this time we're going to work in round, not in spiral. So 4 single crochet into the first chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch at the first stitch. One chain when you start the next round, and 2 single crochet into the same stitch here, or increase it, and then 1 single crochet into each stitch. So 1, 2, and 3, and carefully put it and slip stitch to close the round. Slip stitch to close the round. 1 chain to start next round. So in the same way, 2 single crochet into the same stitch, or increase. So 1 increase, and then 1 single crochet into the remaining stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see on the screen, I think, because it's red and we have a lump over it. And slip stitch to close the round. 1 single crochet, and 4, 5, 6. Now we have 6 single crochet. Next is gonna be 1 single crochet and then increase. So 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and repeating this. So we do 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and then slip stitch to close the round. 1 chain, 2 single crochet into the next 2. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and repeat. So we do 1 single crochet to the next stitch, and another 1 to the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch, 1 to the next stitch, 1 to the next stitch, and 2 to the next stitch. So this is 1 and 2, and slip stitch to close the round. And let's see how it's turning out. I just make it and didn't test it. Just okay, it's really cute. And just be a little bit more. So next round is gonna be, I'm gonna change to the green so it can be Christmas. So in order to change the colors seamlessly, we pull it back a little bit. So before we close the last stitch, before we finish the last stitch, instead of hooking the red yarn, I'm gonna hook the green yarn instead. So hooking green yarn in and slip stitch to cross the round, 1 chain, and at this point you can just cut the red yarn. And next round we're gonna do 3 single crochet into the next 3 stitch. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch. 1, 2 into the same stitch, 1 to the next stitch, 1 to the next stitch, and 1 to the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch, 1 to the first stitch and 1 to the second stitch, another 1 to the third stitch, and then we do 2 single crochet into the same stitch here and slip stitch to close the round. And as you can see, we don't see any seams of the red yarn coming to this, and leave some length of yarn and cut the yarn and fasten off. So we're gonna use this for sewing the hat to the snowman. And for this red yarn, just put it inside, and here we're gonna sewing them. Should it like this or like this? Up to your like. You can put it anywhere you want. So I think I'm gonna put him, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna put him right in the middle of his head. So if I want to make him into an ornament, I can just simply put more yarn here and make a loop, and I can turn him into an ornament to decorate the Christmas tree. Or if not, I can just left him like this and putting him on my table side as a decoration doll. Okay, let's sewing this. I'm gonna use the red yarn here to make him a scarf, a very easy scarf. So leave some tail here so we can deal with it later. First we're gonna start with 6 chain. Yes, 6 chain. So first chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we have 6 chain. We're gonna do double crochet. 1 double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So we count it back, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna put our double crochet here. So 1 double crochet and double crochet to the next stitch. 2 double crochet and 3 double crochet. Next we're gonna do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then flip your work and make another 3 double crochet here. So we make 1, 2, and 3, and just repeat this. 3 chain, flip your work, and 3 double crochet. Why is it hard to pronounce? 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, flip your work, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Is that the right spot? It's okay. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. Flip your work. 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet. 2 double crochet. And 3 double crochet. And just repeating this until you get the scarf as long as you want. So I'm gonna repeat this. 3 chain, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip the work and 3 double crochet and 3. And let's see how it is. I think it's a little bit too thick. I should it's okay, but I think just 2 may be better. Yeah, just 2 may be better, but we already done it, so just continue. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochet, 2 and 3. 2, 3, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. Flip your work, 3 double crochet. Another way to make a scarf is to do a long chain and work single crochet or double crochet back. Okay, just continue. 1, 2, 3. And 3 double crochet. 1, 2 double crochet and 3 double crochet. I think another round. 1, 2, 3. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. And let's see. More, a little bit more. I think four rounds should be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3. Flip your work. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip your work. 3 double crochet. Okay, I think we got the right. Okay, I think we got it. So once we get to the length that we want, leave some length of yarn for maybe some extra sewing. And fasten off. Now we got quite a long scarf here, and I'm just gonna wrap him with like this. So I think I'm gonna lower the scarf a little bit. So it should be okay, like this. So I'm gonna use a pin to hold this for me a little bit. Okay. And now I'm gonna use, now we're gonna take care with this tail, and then, yeah, take care with this tail first. So I'm gonna first run my needles along the edge of the scarf, running up, just roughly, and you can finish somewhere under the part under another side of skirts. Scarf is a scarf, yes. And then before you pushing the needle through, you put the tail in here. So if you put the tail first, you're gonna have a hard time running the needles through the edge of the scarf. So, and put the yarn here, and then you pull the needles to run this exit yarn here and adjust the length. Now we have a seamless little scarf for one side, and this one you can just tuck it in underneath, because we're gonna sewing this afterwards. And this one, because we have a longer, so we can just put it in the needles. Okay, and the same way we're gonna run this through the edge of the scarf. Slowly run it to somewhere here, and adjust the length so it doesn't look weird. Okay, after we finish with this, I'm gonna use this to sewing this part where I use the sift, where I use the pin to mark the spot. Oh, my speaking getting bad. Pardon me for that. Okay, just sewing this together. Wait, should I? Yeah, just sewing them together. At first I was planning to just sew the scarf so it may be rotated. So I changed my mind just sewing them into the body of the snowman. So this scarf is tightly in this position, and only this tail can be wiggling around. And sewing them. Now our snowman is finished. It's done. Yay. What do you think of this snowman? Leave the comment below, and if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and comment below what do you think I'm gonna do next for this upcoming Christmas. And if you're still not subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos coming from this channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone having a wonderful days, and see you again soon. This the print pattern can be found in my blog, and anything else. If you make this, please send me a photo via Instagram, Tumblr, or Facebook. I would love to see. And thank you again for watching. See you again in the next video. Bye.